What a deck!
Hello and welcome to What a Deck, YouTube's most casual Yu-Gi-Oh show. I'm your host, Hardleg Joe, and today we're looking at AAngry Birds, as brought to you by Patreon sponsor Davon Crushin, who wanted me to play Lyrilusk with their new support, and I decided to go with a pure variant of it, because as I said, this is kind of a casual show, and Lyrilusk shaping up to be a pretty competitive deck. Specifically, if you combine them with things like Tri-Brigades, if you throw in Verte, if you do some combos with some Org, this can do some pretty powerful stuff. And the thing about it is, they can still do some pretty powerful stuff just on their own. So think of this as sort of Lyrilusk 101. Whether you're new to the archetype, or you're fighting the archetype and trying to find its weaknesses, this should give you some insight into how it works. A nice base to start off with, which you can then alter to your taste as you get more comfortable with the deck. Now, if you just want a deck profile, there should be a link down in the description to a separate shorter video. There, I'll go over everything in here, explain how it works. Otherwise, in this video, we're doing 10 duels against random opponents on YGOPro. I'll be testing this out, showing you how it plays, and hopefully we'll have a little fun. Alright, here we are, the first duel, and it's decide time. We're going to decide to go first, because this deck is much better at stunning the opponent and then following up with some kind of OTK. And we got a pretty good hand. This one you can special summon if you control no birds, or if you control no monsters. And then when it's summoned, you can special summon a bird from your hand or graveyard. And we're going to pick this one, because when it's summoned, you get to search a spell trap. And at the risk of doing some other... Oh wait, no, we're going to get Bird Call. Bird Call is best searching spell. We're going to go ahead and use these to just go ahead and make this Embezzled Robin. Hello there, nice to see you. And then we're going to use the Bird Call. This will let you take a bird and either send it to the graveyard or add it to your hand. So we're going to send Cobalt Sparrow to the graveyard. And then you can special summon a Lyrilusk with a different name from your hand. We're not going to do that because this has the effect that you can target a Lyrilusk in the graveyard, special summon it, and then special summon itself. And the reason we took Cobalt is because when it's special summoned, you get to search a level 1 winged beast, which includes not only all these the Lyrilusk and stuff, but also DD Crow. And then we're going to go ahead, we're going to make Assembled Nightengale with these two. Hi there, nice to meet you. And then we're going to set. This is not the best setup board as far as like OTK, but we have a lot of disruptions. This, if your opponent special summons a monster, you can detach, send it back to the hand. It does target, but you can use this, it's not once per turn. So I've got 2 compulses. This thing cannot be targeted, and it can detach during either player's turn to make it so you take no battle damage this turn, and none of your monsters can be destroyed. Do we want to activate that now? I think we do. I'm just going to send that. Goodbye. Just in case. 800, and then of course Featherstorm. If you control a wind-winged beast monster, which is all of these, you can negate any monster effect your opponent activates for the rest of the turn. It just shuts down monster effects. If anything is going to get banned, it's probably this, although it's not searchable, so it's not a consistent thing. So we're going to Featherstorm that, because it just negates all monster effects everywhere. And then we're going to go ahead and DD Crow and just get the Eldlich out of the grave, because I don't want to have to deal with that. I'm not sure if that's necessarily the best target, because I know their spell traps can banish to do things, but I feel like most of these decks play 1, maybe 2 of the big Golden Lord, and being able to get rid of them is going to be pretty nice. Tenacity of the Monarchs now! Well, ain't that just a tricky pickle? Ooh, ooh. Okay, so reveal, and then you can add Pantheism. Huh. Monarch Eldlich. Now that's a combination I have not seen in a long time. And then pass. Alright. Ooh. Let's see. We detach that. Excellent. So, what we can do is normal summon Kinkabayo, nice little spirit monster, level 1, and let you summon a level 1 monster out of the graveyard when it's normal summoned. Which is good for recurring your resources. Especially this one that searches whenever you do that. Let's go ahead and get, this. Because what we're going to do is we're going to make Recital Starling. This, you can, when it's summoned, you target a monster, you can give it 300 attack and defense for every material attached to this card. Important. And then it can detach to search a level 1 winged beast. And we're going to get the Blue Girl, because the Blue Girl says if you control a winged beast, you could special summon herself and another monster from your hand. So we're going to get this one. Hello there. Because when this is special summoned, you can search a Lyrilusk spell trap. So we're going to go for Bird Sanctuary. And then using them, we're going to make our final Ixie, Prom Thrush. Oh yeah, when you use the blue one, you can attach a Lyrilusk from the graveyard to it. Just gives it a little extra material. Okay, so we can detach. We're going to detach this one to send the Conquistador back. You have to activate the Conquistador now, and they're not going to. And we can activate Bird Sanctuary. Bird Sanctuary allows you to target a Lyrilusk and attach another Lyrilusk to it as material. They get all the material. And the gray one can also attach herself from the graveyard as material. This is important because this can attack for every material it has, and it can attack directly. So we'll attack directly. During the battle phase, this can detach to give a monster 300 attack for every material attached to that you detach. So now we've got a 2200 attacker that can attack directly 4 times. And also can't be targeted, and even if he had tried to destroy it, it could detach to prevent itself from being destroyed. This deck is pretty nutty. And the interesting thing about it is I see a lot of people talking about this, because it has, obviously, the ability to do multiple bounces per turn. Pretty powerful, especially if you can make it non-targeting. Give it a whole bunch of material. They're like, that's 7 bounces. And less of the competitive-minded people seem to be aware that the old one, if you can get 7 materials on it, then you just win. Or in this case, get 4 materials and boost it a couple times. Like, you just win, and if it's untargetable and undestructible and can attack directly, it doesn't matter what your opponent puts on board or what kind of traps they have. You're gonna have a bad time. And even if this doesn't OTK, then we can make Zeus. I'm not sure if you can see him there. He's in the back, behind the Angry Birds. And you know, if you were wondering, why does Angry Birds have 2 capital A's? It's because of AA Zeus. I'm smart. I got the thinking going on there. So there we go. Perfect example of why this deck is so powerful. We get 1 duel. Let's go ahead to the second duel. Alrighty then. Here we are in duel number 2 versus that. And I feel like maybe this is something bad. Isn't Puto like a bitch or something? Wyncrer, editor, look that up on Google. And if it's bad, censor it. Except for, I guess, the Puto part. Unless that... just censor the whole thing if it's bad. Let's see. We've got a very weird hand. But it still works. The Kinkabayo's probably the least likely thing you want to do in here. But that's just so good at once you get this in the graveyard, like, Kinkabayo being able to just, like, search anything is, like, amazing. So you can link Karibo, bring that back. Hello? Hello? We're going to get, think we're gonna get the blue one. Yeah. Yeah, the blue one. Gonna go ahead into Recital Starling. Use her effect to give Lyrilusc just that little extra attack so they can't run over it with anything. Just 'cause we can. We'll send that. We'll go ahead and get the gray Wagtail. And then because we've got the blue and the gray, we can summon those. Howdy. Nice to meet you. Search Bird Sanctuary. Play that as a one of, by the way. Also, if we get Nibiru, we're dead. I hope you realize that. Nibiru is the end of us. Okay, so we do that, and since we have the blue attached, we can get the Cobalt Sparrow out of the graveyard. This also, in addition to letting you attach, says if you control a Ixie with 3 materials, you can just draw a card. So hey, free cards, we got the DD Crow. And let's go ahead and attach this. Sometimes you don't want to if you have more disruptions, or if you have more things, because you can protect this and then just get another search next time. But we've got the Kinkabios, we got just about everything we could want. So I think, honestly, at this point, we don't really need the disruptions, because we're going to be able to attack for 5,000 next turn, pretty much regardless of what they do, unless we get hit by a Kaiju. In fact, I probably should activate this now, just to be safe. Just in case they do something, because the greatest thing about this is it's a lingering effect. So, like, I detach now, and this is basically like Wabaku. It says, we can't, Oh, do you have something? Am I about to get gammed? Discard 1 card, take 2 cards. Okay, that's fine. This card is special summoned by its own effect. Okay. Playing against Charmers. But yeah, this is a lingering effect. It says you detach, and then for the rest of the turn, you take no damage, no Lyrilusk can be destroyed. And so it's like, it doesn't matter if they negate this effect now. It already went off. And a lot of people get really confused, and then they do a bunch of stuff, and they negate this, or they get rid of this, and then they attack, thinking it'll be game, and it's not game. And then, hopefully, I can recover next turn. That would be neat. Oh boy. Spell Traps, my arch nemesis, and I didn't make this with the 1, so I cannot protect it from being sent back. Unfortunate. Who would have thought? Fairy Tale Luna. Do I want to protect it even? I don't think I do. I think I'd rather just have another Assembled Nightengale in the extra deck. Rather than not have 2, especially since this is a quick effect, so once per turn they can just target a monster your opponent controls, and then I either have to send a card to the graveyard with the same name to negate it, or I just die. Or it goes back to the hand, I guess I should say. Yes, we're gonna Lyrilusc that. So it's like, what they could do, I play 2 of these, so what they could do is like, try to send this back, I have to send a Lyrilusk, another Assembled Nightengale, and then my Nightingale's in the graveyard. Nope. And then all they have to do is wait until next turn and do it again, and then I can't stop that one. This way I have both of them in the graveyard, or in the extra deck. Alright. Hey, that's pretty good. So, we'll normal summon this. Can you stop my normal summon? I might be in trouble if you can. At least for a turn, I'm unavailable of their... Huh. This card is normal summoned or flip face up. Banish it when this card leaves the field. Okay, that's fine. Because I could make Lyrilusc for that, but then it would banish my bird. And I don't want to banish my bird. I want my bird to get some things. Unless they have a way to tribute it or something. Nope. Bird call! Alright. So what we're going to do is we're going to use this to get the yellow bird. We're not going to special summon anything from our hand. Unless you got an Ash Blossom. Nope. Just add that to our hand. That'll be a surprise for next turn. And then blue, because there's a winged beast on the field, I can summon that and the brown. Which will get me a search. I like searches. Yes, I do. I like searches. But how about you? Comment in the comments below. Let's get one of these for later. That's a surprise tool that'll help us later. Yeah, I could summon some stuff back, but I wouldn't get as much material off of it. So I think what I'm going to do is just make the Assembled Nightengale with 3 and draw a card. Unless you got a Solemn Warning. Solemn Judgment! Hot diggity daffodil. Good thing I saved this. Let's just get this back. Okay, yeah, we're good. Because... there she is. Make another one. And then, the gray one can attach itself from the graveyard. Special summon 1 spellcaster, and then if you control 2 monsters, you could destroy 1 face-up card on the field. Okay. It does not target, so we have to do this now. Haha! Awakening of the Possessed. If a spellcaster, you can draw 1 card. Alright. Battle phase. Attack directly. Yes. Fortunately, that means we don't get to draw a card because we had to detach to prevent this from being destroyed. Sometimes you just gotta peck them to death 1 turn at a time. Although I think in this case, what we want to do... see, that would be 1, 2, 3... So let's make Downerd Magician. Let's draw a card because we control an Ixie with more than 3 materials. Another Kinkabayo. And then let's make a Zeus. And, yeah, let's not clear the field yet. Let's wait until they commit something else. Let them put 1 more monster on the field, and then we'll just use the Divine Thunder. It'll suck to lose Bird Sanctuary, but it'll be worth it if we can clear a whole bunch of stuff from them. And if you don't know, Zeus can be stacked on any... what was it? If you attacked with an Ixie monster, then during main phase 2, you can stack Zeus on top of an Ixie monster you control. Ooh, more. More! Do they have any graveyard cards I should worry about? I don't think so. Yeah, and this one, during either player's turn, can detach. Let's go ahead. Let's send these 2. You're going to target that, alright. Yeah, I play another Zeus. Big Bird. So let's clear everything off there. And yeah, so quick effect, it can detach 2 and then do that. Which, it's not once per turn, you just have to detach 2 materials. Which might be a problem for many decks, but if you're playing something like Lyrilusk or Zodiac that's going to make, like, a monster with 10 materials or something. Then it's just like, hey, free board wipes. Free board wipes for everyone. Ooh, Torrential Tribute. But I don't think I'll need it unless they have some kind of, whatchamacallit, a Battle Fader. But it appears that they didn't. The 3,000 to the 2,800. So yeah, that's the good example of why this is Angry Birds with the 2 A's, because AA Zeus coming in here. And that's pretty much the 2 win conditions of the deck. You're either pecking them to death with birds, or you're summoning the Sky Thunder. Which is why the birds are angry. They're being overshadowed by Sky Thunder, and they don't like that very much. They also don't like all the art you've been drawing on them. They have to have a long discussion about that. But that is for another time. Let's go into the third duel. Alright, here we are. Duel number 3 versus Player, my arch nemesis, who's been cheating on me with MBT. He recently released a video where he made a Thunderclap Skywolf deck, which actually looks pretty fun. I might try that out. It seems like, if nothing else, it could be good dumb Dex material. But he was playing that, and Player came and dueled him, and I was like, I thought what we had was Special Player. I thought you were my nemesis, not the other way around. Looks like we're going against Ignister, another pretty good rogue contender. I've heard their new support is good. I barely read them when they came out, and I have not corrected that. Oh, pardon me. I have not corrected that with their new support. I still don't know exactly what they do. I just know they link summon a lot. Big links. Links everywhere. Which can be fun from time to time. I'd like to play a link deck. Did an Ixie deck. I do a lot of synchro decks and stuff like that. So we'll see. This is not the best deck going second. And we don't have the best hand, but we don't have like an awful hand either. We might be able to do something. So we'll see. I'll let them combo off. Wyncrer can just fast forward through this, or I guess just jump cut, and we'll be back when they're done doing things. Oh, did we do it? We did it! I was but a child when this duel started, and now I am a man! God, that was long! But they made the Arrival Cyberse Ignister. The original attack, unaffected by other card effects. Once per turn, you could target one other monster on the field and destroy it. Sorry to say there, buddy, but you're about to have some problems. I'm gonna use this. We're gonna send, and they lost connection. They lost connection after so much. They did so far and so long, and in the end, it didn't really matter. But yeah, I try to think. My mind kind of turned to mush there watching that. That was like, they were almost out of time. That was like a full, 5.5 minutes of just sitting watching this person combo. I'm still going to declare the win, though, because I'm pretty sure this has no disruption. This has no disruption as far as I could tell. I don't know sure what their hand has, but unless they had some hand traps, I could have very easily made a level, or a 7, a Assembled Nightengale with 7 material and just sort of attacked around this big unbeatable monster. It's like, you can't be affected. I'm not going to affect you. I'm just going to attack directly. I'm pretty sure I could have done that thing. Unfortunately, we'll never know for sure. But I'm still claiming the win because I'm pretty confident. Let's go ahead into the 4th duel. Alrighty, here we are, duel number 4 versus Vafelflatan, I think. That seems like something. Alright. Slow carnival music stops. Normal summon. Let's go ahead and make our Recital Starling. Yay! Let's give itself 600 attack. Because it can. Let's detach the Cobalt Sparrow to search the Barrel Canary. Let's activate the Canary to summon the Cobalt Sparrow back. Bada bingo, bada bango. That will get me one of those searches I've heard so much about. But what do we want? Probably the blue? The blue can get that. We've already normal summoned. We can't get to our spell, unfortunately. So... yeah, let's just go with this. And we could do that, and it would use the DD Crow, but I kind of want to have more negations. So let's just go with the Ensemble Robin. We'll be slightly unprotected, but we've got 2 hand traps. So I think we're good. We'll see, it depends what they've got. Vafalephalon. Alright, well the effect Veiler is useless against normal monsters. Yeah, that's fine. You can have yourself a doll monster, Malkin. Oh hey, life points. I like those. Yeah, I don't know, what does the A with the little circle over the top of it mean? Not sure if you could see that from there. Vafelaften. Vafelaften? Or I guess, no, that would be... it sounds like a German word, which means the V would be a W sound. So it would be Wafelaften. Wafelaften? Hard to say, hard to leg. Your Metalfoes fusioning. Not what I expected. Detach. Go back. Thank you. Come again. And they get to draw a card. Now, I'm, of course, the Trashmen, who, if you don't know, were famous for singing a song that went, bird, 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 the bird is the word. The bird is too much word for Wafelaften to defeat, so we claim another win with a compulsory evacuation device. I'm starting to feel bad about how much I'm winning. This deck might be too much for the casual servers. I have had in testing, I had a couple people be like, why are you playing this meta stuff here? I'm like, I am uncertain if this will be meta yet. It seems like it might be, but still uncertain. I feel like kaijus, like if you just bring kaijus back, or Nibiru, they shut down hard on this deck because it has like no negates whatsoever. And I'm not sure you could add any negates into it. There's not really a whole lot of synergy with negating stuff. Maybe a go second version? Or if you could get... yeah, because the only thing they do is summon the barrier statue, but that's at like the end phase. So that would be long before Nibiru had a chance to be anything good. But anyway, let's go ahead and do the 5th duel. Alright, duel number 5 versus Vampiro. Vampirao? AO is kind of a weird... I don't think that's not like an English thing. I don't think English has much of the AO. I associate that more with Portuguese. Granted, I am on the European server. I was on the US server, but there wasn't that many people dueling today for some reason. So I came to this one. But it looks like they're not playing vampires unless this is like... what are they called? Sacred Beast vampires? I don't think there's any synergy there, but I guess we'll see. Okay, you can add one of the Haman or whatever. The Summoning Beast. Discard 1 card, special summon 1 fiend. Okay. So you can link this away for Almirage. Danger Bigfoot! Oof. That sucks. When you do the Bigfoot and then you discard the Bigfoot. And it's not a fiend, so you can't get extra stuff. There's the Almirage. And then we'll wait for them to discard something. So they can link up. But what does this do? Banish this card, add one of those things. Okay, so I think the better thing is actually to banish the Dark Summoning Beast. And that way they can't use it to search out their main win condition. So they can get this back, but the best they can do is make like a Link 2, Link 3 maybe, which is not going to be helping them all that much. Yeah, they can't even do that. Cheese and crackers. Alright. Activate Bird Call. Bird Call! If you got an Ash Blossom, now is a hell of a time to use it. If you use it, I can literally do nothing. Oh. Yeah, we're gonna get the blue. Add that card to hand. Summon another Lyrilusk? Yes. We'll summon this one. Because then we can get the effect. I like the effect. I get to search the spell trap. Spell trap, trap. Getting all of the spell traps. And I already used this. This is a hard once per turn, so the choice is obvious. I do play the one of the trap. Most people, especially the meta, would probably not play this trap. But I figured I might as well show off all the things that the archetype can do, and the trap is occasionally useful. Activate Bluebird. Summon Brownbird. Hello there. Give me Yellowbird. Let's go ahead and assemble ourselves a Nightingale. Hey, that's pretty neat. Do I have any in the graveyard? No. Okay, we'll activate this in what is certainly not an imperm column. Draw ourselves a card. Alright. Normal summon. Yeah, let's just go for Lyrilusk. Be a little extra attack. And then that turns on the Barrel Canary. So we'll go for that. We'll go for that. And it's Prom Thrush time. Which I did not make hardly at all in testing. But going up against a lot more back row heavy decks this time. Manhunt. Yeah, but they're both made with the... Oh, wait, no. They're going for Lyrilusk? Ah! Oh, wait, it can't activate its effects. Strange. Alright, let's detach this. Let's send that back. Yeah, this can detach to just shuffle a... Does it have to be a face down? No, just one spell trap. Shuffle it into the deck. Pretty nice. Gets rid of those back rows so you can attack directly. Yeah, I wonder why they didn't target this. This is the thing that's going to kill them, most likely. Unless this is like a skill drain or something. Then I'm in for a spot of bother. A bit of bother. A whittle biddle. A biddle of bottle. A tittle of toddle. Hey, okay, there it goes. I thought I was going to have to do that forever. And then this can attach to this. Because it's neat. It just wants to be part of the bird pile. Okay, let's attack directly. And then let's give it an extra 300, shall we? I don't think that's enough to OTK. It certainly does a lot, though. Several thousand. Doop doop doo 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 doo. I probably should have attacked with this first, like into the 0 or the Lyrilusk, before I detached, so it had extra damage. I mean, I can attack it now. 200. And they're just going to take it because they don't want to lose that. That gives them extra summons and stuff. And then because this is useless now, let's just slide that on underneath. Voink. And set. And that's pretty much game. Because again, this card is very, very brutal. It's just like, no monster effects. This is VFD in a trap card. Harpies have a VFD trap card. When did this happen? It's happened for a while. It just goes to show you, like, how bad Harpies are, that, like, they have a VFD trap card you can activate from the hand. And no one plays Harpies still. Not outside of Duel Links. Going for the Allure. Oof, you don't want to lose the Chaos Summoning Beast. I'm sorry, Jonathan. Verte. And you won. Because, yeah, I'm thinking, like, okay, so I could have stopped, obviously, if they tried to summon the Dragoon. I could have negated it before they even had a chance. But even if I didn't, Dragoon can't target this card to destroy it. And I don't activate any effect to... Oh, wait, no, I'd have to activate this so that I don't just die by battle. But you could just basically activate this in response to the Dragoon. The Dragoon can't run over you by battle, and you take no battle damage even. And then next turn, you could just poke him to death directly. Assuming you have enough to do 3,000, and I think I do. I'm pretty sure I can't see at this point. Either way, 5 duels down. We're on a pretty good winning streak. Let's go ahead into the halfway point. I got something kind of special for you there. Oh, hi there. Welcome to the halfway point. This is usually where I remove my hat and ask you to join the Patreon. And while I am still removing my hat, and I'd certainly like it if you joined the Patreon, I actually got a new sponsor recently. I made a video about it. I'm not sure how many people saw it, but they make this new Hardleg mat. You're seeing it reversed on the camera because the camera everything's reversed, but it's pretty nice. Like, nice little Hardleg logo, pretty simple, but it's got like the zones very lightly, and the pendulum zones are like faded out hard legs, the blue and red, pretty neat. You can get that. There's a link down in the description where you can find the mat. And if you go there and use my promo code, which is on the screen, I think it's like Hardleg Gaming 10YP or something. They wouldn't just let me have like leg as my promo code. I had to have this thing. So if you use that promo code, you get 10% off, and I get 10% of the funds. So it helps me out. So that's a way to help out the channel while also getting yourself a cool playmat. They also make custom card sleeves. I'm not sure if you saw my Machino What a Deck a while ago, but I sent the image into them and had them make it into actual sleeves, and they look pretty darn nice. They're pretty good. They're not just like a sticker. They're actually printed on there. Pretty high quality. And my code works for that too. So if you want custom sleeves, if you're already on the Patreon, you know that I release all the sleeves there to all the $2 or higher patrons. So if you're seeing this now, and you want these sleeves in real life, you could go to the Patreon, get the image, use my promo code at yourplaymat.com, and then get yourself some real-life Angry Birds sleeves. It's pretty neat. So check both of those out. I hope you enjoy, and let's get back into the episode. Alright, here we are, duel number 6, and we're going up against BA player. And I've done something unprecedented. I've switched to the competitive server because I felt like we were doing too good. And, that may prove to be a mistake. We'll see. Let's go ahead and activate this. Hope it don't get ashed. Okay, good. We'll send the Cobalt Sparrow to the graveyard. No, I don't think I want to. Let's go ahead. We're gonna normal summon this. You got something you can activate on the summon? No, not quite. We'll get the Sparrow. We'll use that. That will get the Bluebird. Then we'll go ahead and make Recital Starling. Howdy. Give itself 600 attack. And we'll activate this. We'll detach that in order to get the Wagtail. Wagging her tail all around here. Activate. So we can summon Wagtail and itself. That'll allow us to get the spell. Bird Sanctuary. Let's go ahead and make the Assembled Nightengale with these two. What's in the graveyard? We could attach this, but we don't want to, actually. Instead, what we want to do is activate this to summon the Cobalt Sparrow back. And then we're going to use them to make the third one. We got all sorts of birds. And then what I'm going to do is activate that, and because all we've got is the DD Crow in that, we're going to attach this to this, get more negates, we're going to draw a card. Not particularly useful, but alright. And there we go, we've got 4 compulses, and as soon as this starts, we're just going to go ahead and make sure we don't die this turn. Although, again, if you had Gamma, Gamma would, like, shut this down immediately. Yeah. Gonna say no to that one. Back to the hand with ye. Dragnir, interesting. Or Drahig. You can't activate that effect again. Gonna use the tour guide, alright, to get Sanguine, no doubt. No, the graph, and I could send the graph back. Yeah, let's go. Let's send the graph back. Because if he special summons it from his hand, he then doesn't get the effect that lets him summon from the deck. Also, he can't summon it at all because he has a tour guide and its effects won't be negated. Just not gonna let him start getting this at all. Alright. So, what we want to do... What's in the graveyard? Wagtail and her? Okay. Activate. Summon the Cobalt Sparrow. Hello. Hello. Yes. Going to get blue. I'm going to use those two to make the Prom Thrush, and we're going to put it in the extra monster zone because we need the room. Because then what we're going to do is activate blue. Blue summons Warbler from the hand, and if Warbler is special summoned from the hand, it can summon one from the hand or graveyard. So we're going to get this. We're going to make a Recital Starling again. Increase attack. And we're going to go ahead and attach another Starling. Go ahead and attach to get another one of these for next turn. If there is a next turn, I don't think there will be a next turn. Because we're going to draw a card. We're going to get this and attach all of this to it. And this as well. So now I've got a 2400 beater that can attack, I think, like 12 times. This deck is so nutty! I could increase the attack further, there's not really a point. Because all I have to do is attack 4 times, and I already know I have more than 4. And there you go, we get our first win on the competitive server. Even though I think someone in the chat told me before, they were like, they call it the competitive server, but like, a lot of the competitive server is full of people playing like rogue decks and trying to hope that they can go up against like meta threats with them. Like, ironically, a lot of the casual servers are people with competitive decks looking for easy wins, trying to test where they don't have to face a whole bunch of hand traps and stuff. So perhaps going to the competitive servers not really going to be all it's cracked up to be. This is where I keep score, by the way. Just so I can remember, so later on at the end of the episode I could be like, what's the score? Oh yeah, I've written it down. Important YouTuber behind the scenes stuff. But yeah, there's 6 wins in a row. Let's go into the 7th duel. The fightin' 7th. Alright, here we are. The fightin' 7th versus Danny. Look at that face. He's clearly angry. He's prepared to throw down hands. And he... he passed on the first turn. These things happen from time to time. I am going to activate this. I am going to... I'm going to get a bird. Yellow bird. Good one. Summon a Lyrilusk from the hand. Yes. We'll pick this one. There we go. Let's go ahead and add a Bird Sanctuary. Sure, why not? Bird Sanctuary seems like a cool thing to do. Special summon. Let's make a Rectal Starling. Don't tell me that's not the name. It's close enough for me. Increase its attack because it's the only one there. And here comes the Gamma! The Gamma Slamma, slamming down the brakes on my attempts to do things. But that's fine-ish. That's fine. We've got this. We're gonna go here. And one of these. Can't use the effect to search again. Are you gonna Nibiru as well? Because I want to draw, we're going to normal summon. And then we're going to make the Assembled Nightengale. It's the Nibiru coming down here. Caw-caw! I was wrong to waste the things that I wasted. But we're still pretty good because they've used 2 cards from their hand. They're not going to get a very... Or I'm going to get a... No, I'm going to get a weak token. I'm going to get a very weak token, unfortunately. But we have a little surprise for later. And we have that for next turn. And our ability to recover is pretty strong, I must say. Especially depending on what we draw. Fossil Dig, eh? Well, we don't want to Torrential Tribute that. We could destroy 1 zombie. Okay. And I think we need to hit here, because otherwise they're going to search the Misk. It's the only thing they haven't searched. So we'll get rid of that now while we can. Although dinosaurs probably going to be our Waterloo, because they can flip us face down, and that is one of the few problems we... Yep, they searched the Misk. I told you that's what they were going to do. So we at least got rid of some of their combo pieces. They hopefully won't be able to end on, like, a bunch of stuff. But they could still... They have the Ultimate Evolution pill, so they can get into... They can get into Ultimate Conductor, and I don't think we have a solid out to Ultimate Conductor. There he goes down. Yep, just because they can flip us face down and prevent the Ixie summoning from happening. And either way, it doesn't target, doesn't destroy. We're good at stopping the targeting and the destroying, but anything else is going to be a big deal for us. Okay, they got Michael Sarasaurus. Pretty nice guy. Played Scott Pilgrim. Did the bass. Doesn't afraid of anything. Oh, jeez. Double ultimate... Truly, a double evolution pill. They are evolving everywhere. That is 7,000. Quatless! What are you doing here? Question mark? No attack? Could you not attack? I have many questions. No. Yep, but unfortunately it looks like we're just done for. We've done what we've done, and we can't have fun. 30, 40, 50, but they can't kill us this turn, most likely. I mean, I could normal summon this and make... Oh, I could have made... Ooh, I might be able to... We'll see. We'll see what we can do. I kind of want to save this because it has the ability to special summon more things, although I would need a lot of stuff. Okay, that's Kinkabayo. So that's the thing, it's like, if I Kinkabayo, he's definitely going to flip me face down. If I normal summon one, he might not. So let's try that. Alright. Your placement leaves much to be desired. Om nom nom nom. 3,500. Big relinquished anima. So we've got over that. He doesn't have... They can't flip a link down. You don't have anything bigger than 3,500, I don't think, to get over this, unless you get Lost World and another Ultimate Conductor, because my attack will lower. And then next episode, or not next episode, but next turn, rather, Pankratops. Do you have another Dino Wrestler, though? No, you just gotta pop yourself. Alright. Normal sum? No, okay. We're doing good then. Okay, what do we have in our graveyard? Oh, we can get this back and get it the third bird call. Unless this is another Gamma. In which case, fuck. Please no. Ah, it's another Gamma! Son of a bitch! Big bird, surprised big bird noises. Welp. Alright then, any monster top deck wins him the duel. Just about, okay. Oh, foolish burial, Jaw brick. XD. Is there anything I could foolish that would help me? I don't think there is. Not at this point. This is like an extender more than anything. Let's see, though. Well, it got the ash out of his hand, so there's that. Normal Cobalt Sparrow? At the very least, this will buy me another turn. I just need to get to my Barrel Canary. There we go. Ow. I don't know what what language you have. I got you on a long clock. Barrel Canary. Now, if you have another goddamn hand trap, I'm going to be upset. Going to be a mite little upset. Okay. I think we want this one at this point, so we can stop from being targeted. Hey, there we go. Let's go ahead and get... Let's get the blue one so we can attach another from the graveyard. Normal summon. Man, I thought I was doomed for sure. Relinquished Anima coming in clutch. And this shouldn't get enough, so... Yeah, let's just attach another one of these to it. And then attach one of these to it. Attaching everything to it. Free cards. I like to draw free cards. That's probably the best one I could have drawn. Assuming this battle doesn't win. I need, what, 5 attacks? 6 attacks? I could probably look, but it's more dramatic to just attack and then see what he ends up with. That's 2, 3, 4, 5. Do I have 6 materials, ladies and gentlemen? No. 300. That's all I can do. Although I have this, so... You know, just to be safe, let's go ahead and just, like, detach this. You always want to detach the gray one, because the gray one can just reattach itself. So no matter what he draws, he couldn't OTK me, even if he got, like, Kaiju Slumber or 2 Kaijus. Even if he had 2 Kaijus, well, I still have this anyway, but we would have been good. So, comeback of the century. Maybe not the century, but kind of shows, I mean, that, you know, dinosaurs are a legit meta deck. You could see how, yes, the hand traps hurt me. Granted, the bricks kind of hurt them better. If at any point he had top deck another Overraptor or something, I would have been absolutely devastated. So, thanks to the heart of the cards, we won. Let's go into the 8th duel, the Ocho. Alright, 8th duel versus Popper. What could they be popping? Corn, perhaps? Poppin' corn? People have been known to do that since ancient times. The Native Americans had maize, which was like corn, or might have been exactly corn, I don't know. I just know that if you made, like, a maze of them, it would be a maze, which would probably be amazing to see. Anyway, we're playing against Infernoids. They have nothing in their hand, which is probably what they want. Oh no, Infernity. I had a patron request this of me, and I tried to make it, and it's like, they can do stuff, but only if they get one specific combo down. Let's see. So we're going to do this. We're going to get the blue, add it to the hand, and then we'll special summon the brown from hand. Howdy. That'll get gray. Let's go ahead and activate this. Get some searches going on here. Hope they're not playing also the Torrential Tribute. Torrential Tribute right about here would screw us over. Let's go with that. Let's just go ahead and make, there we go. Slow carnival music stops. 4 material Assembled Nightengale. Not too bad. And let's draw a card while we're at it. Once you get Nightingale on board, I feel pretty safe. I mean, obviously, if this is like a Drowning Mirror Force or something, or a Storming Mirror Force, if they're on some sort of super spicy tech, then I might be screwed. But if not, I should be pretty good. Because from here, even if you don't want to go into the, sometimes you don't want to go into Zeus. Sometimes Zeus wouldn't be that helpful, but it's just the fact that, like, you know, you could survive 3 turns with this, you're set. And surviving 3 turns with this is not that difficult, because you could stop it from being attacked and, destroyed or targeted. You keep getting the gray one back every single turn. And if you're wondering why I'm playing Torrential Tribute, because normally in this deck I try to play stuff that has synergy, this can't be destroyed. You activate this, and then they do stuff in Torrential Tribute. Alright, drag down to the grave. Probably gonna take my Monster Reborn. I'll take your Infernity Wildcat. No, you took my effect veiler. Guess they're more worried about that. They don't want their effect to be veiled, you know what I'm saying? I mean, they've got another turn as far as they know. Reborn the monster! What does this do when reborn? Okay, what does that do? You can increase its level. It's a tuner. Tribute 1 dark, special summon 1 Infernity with a different level and negate its effects. Okay. So you get Necromancer, but its effects are negated. It's 0 attack. It has to be normal summon to do something, so yeah. Or in order to make an Almirage out of it. Not sure if there's something else you could make with it. Alright. Re-equip. We're just getting re-equipped. Equipping all day long. As long as you don't control one of these, you can just special summon it. And let's go ahead and do this to get our effect veiler back. Just an extender. Because the only thing I'm potentially worried about is maybe that face down, so let's just get rid of that face down and close out the game, shall we? Let's shuffle that back. Infernity barrier. Ah, very tricky. At least I used the Infernity barrier. No, this is 0, so might as well. Yeah, I think this is just over. You know, usually I don't skip through my own duels, but all I'm going to be doing is attacking directly, stunning, and then attacking directly again. So there's not too much to see here. So we'll just go ahead and skip ahead to the next duel unless something interesting happens. If they top deck something surprising, then we'll find out. Otherwise, I'll see you in duel number 9. Alright, here we are, the German duel. Duel number 9 versus Ticunio? Studio. Interesting. We got our bird calling, so let's call our bird. Let's get this one. Add it to our hand. That'll let us summon the Grey Warbler. The Warbler will let us get our bird Sanctuary. Sanctuary to all birds, but specifically these birds. And then because we already have the blue, we could do the blue-gray. Do one of those things. Coming on down. Howdy, howdy. Let's go ahead and get the Barrel Canary. The Banary, as some might call it. And since we've already got the Torrential Tribute, and because I don't want to walk into... Like, we could potentially get the... Let's make defense mode. We could potentially get the thing that that bounces, but we already have the Torrential, we already have this, we have follow-ups. Gonna get a draw here. So, I don't think we really need it. Ooh, now we got double follow-ups. Yeah, because we could detach from this and then make... Yeah, we'll just stall for now. We're good. We're good. That's all I need. All I need is a Nightingale. Draw phase? Yes. And we're going to detach the brown one. So then next turn, we can use the Barrel Canary to bring it back and get more advantage. Just get more cards. And then we just got to see what they can build through a Torrential Tribute. Some decks can do a lot to a Torrential Tribute. Some, not that much. And it'll help that we'll still have this around. BES Big Core Mark III. I'm still on the competitive server. Cannot be destroyed by battle. Okay, it's in defense position, so perhaps they're just using it as like a rank 8 thing? Okay. Do that, do that. Ooh, you about to have a bad time, son. So you get that. You get that. And this is where I'm going to Torrential Tribute. Thank you, come again. I mean, you get a search off of that, or does it add from the grave? I think it adds from the grave. Yeah. Doing one of those grave adders. Alright, so to attack, let's go ahead and activate this. Get back that. Hello? Howdy? Let's get physical. Yeah, I think we just want to go for game, right? So, Recital Starling. Boost the attack. I think if they had a Nibiru, they would have used it last turn. Oh wait, they couldn't have. So yeah, there's always a chance they still have a new Biru. We could get screwed over here. Did I already draw? Could I have drawn? No, not yet. Oh, yeah, let's go ahead while we're here. Because we're just going to attach this. And then draw. There we go. And just to make sure we got all the game. We'll get another search. We'll keep the slow carnival music. And we'll make the prom thrusher. Going to prom. Oh, sure. We'll attach this from the graveyard. Battle phase. And then damage step, detach 3. To go up by 900. That's a lot of damage. Wow, we're really not summoning Zeus a whole lot this game, or this thing. I'm wondering, I don't know. I'm not a competitive deck builder. I don't play against the meta that much. But again, I really saw people talking about how great Zeus was, how great that was, and I'm really starting to be curious if, like, this is more what you should be focusing on. Making this second turn with all the stuff after stunning for a turn. Hard to say, but we got 9 wins in a row. We're going into the 10th duel. I've only gone 10 out of 10 twice in the history of this show in like 250 plus episodes. So will we do it again? And what does that say about Lyrilusk if we do? The other 2 times it happened, it was with like Pure Machina and Element Sabers. Neither of which felt like a 10 out of 10 deck. This is the first time where if I go 10 out of 10, I'm like, perhaps I played something too strong. Perhaps this is not the most casual Yu-Gi-Oh! Show after all. But I guess we'll see. We'll see in the final duel. Alright then, here we are, the 10th duel versus the fart of the cards. What more appropriate enemy could we be facing against? Wow! This is awful. We got this. It's free special summon. And no other birds. Our deck is full of birds, which means we have to normal summon Effect Veiler. And, like, we could make this, what would we search? We would search, well, we get the yellow, and then yellow could get this back, and then we could have that and that, but that wouldn't really do a whole lot for us. Yeah, this may be one of those ones where we end up going into Zeus territory. Assembled Nightengale pass. I mean, we have the Torrential Tribute, but all it takes is like 1 Cosmic Cyclone. Oh, and I forgot to do this during the draw phase. I'll do it now, then. Get a bird in the graveyard. Okay, going up against a Mermail. I'd like to remind you, this is the competitive board. Surprised to see these here. Deep Sea Diva, alright. Summon a level 3 Sea Serpent. Get another normal summon. Okay, let's let them get another normal summon and then we'll Torrential Tribute. This not once per turn. Okay, we'll let them fill up the whole board then. Just a whole bunch of stuff. And goodbye. Bye-bye. That was a nice board you built. It's too bad I had a huge thing of water. You would have thought that the water would be your thing. Okay. Alright. Okay. So what we're going to do, actually, is normal summon this. We're going to make fucking Lyrilusc. And then we're going to activate this to bring it back. So that we can search the... Oh no, Ash Blossom! Fuck! Bid Bird surprise face! Let's see, during the end phase you can special summon one beast from your hand or deck. Alright. Yeah, I could make one of this, I could make a Nightmare Phoenix, I don't think I want to. I'll just attack. One attack. And then one of those, and we'll get in for 200. And then this has 2 materials. We've no longer got the Torrential Tribute. There's no reason to go into Downerd. So, just make a Zeus. We got a Zeus and an Effect Veiler and a Lyrilusc. And one scared little bird girl. Looks like that'd probably be enough. I don't think I want to pass. Okay, the DD Crow is fine. What do we got in the graveyard? That? Okay. So, we're going to normal summon DD Crow. We're going to make Recital Starling. Yes, we're going to give Lyrilusc a little extra attack. Could probably give Zeus a little extra attack, that might be good too. We'll detach this to get ourselves the yellow, because the yellow can summon out of the graveyard. Get one of those. Hello. Hello. We'll get our Bird Sanctuary. Yeah. Sanctuaries are cool. Best of 3. Sure, why not? Sure. If you want. That's, I mean, I'm already going to count it if we get it. Let's equip that. There we go. Oh, and then draw a card. Let's go ahead and attack. It's going to be 4,000, right? 4,000, I believe. And then let's see. Mad. Toad. Birds vs. fish. The arch nemesis continues. Draw phase. You got something? Oh, okay. Let's just go ahead and attach that. Bird vs. fish, the eternal struggle. And dragon. We can target one, okay. 5, 6, 7, 8. You can make a level 8 thing. That would be neat. We'll try that out. There's still a chance they could come back. Probably. I don't know what they could build that could out this and the Sky Thunder. And the Link Karibo with 900 attack. The strongest Link Karibo. I wonder, aside from, like, using, I see. I'm sorry, little man. No Dragoon today. Oosh. Level 1s. Indeed. Alright, so there we go. We've done it. Rematch, though. Yeah, we'll do a little rematch on here. But we've got the 10 out of 10. What more could we ask for? What more could we want? An undefeated bird deck. Probably can't go second against this, but we'll try it out. We'll do a little bonus content, because I'm not sure how long this is. Well, you know what? I'll be on the end screen, or I'll be here. I'll determine if it's interesting enough, and then if it is, it'll stay here. And if not, we'll just go to the end screen. Yeah, even if I went first, I'm not sure if there's anything I could do. Because I just didn't get the stuff that I wanted. Torrential Tribute. Can always do another. Nah, it's good. I lost. I always do going second. Most of the time. Although, actually... Effect Veiler on this... gets rid of everything, so it's just Dragoon. Oh, and the Dragoon doesn't have any negates because he used all his hands. Oh, wait. Nothing in hand. I might be able to do this! Kinda odd I couldn't chain IP, isn't it only during my turn? IP is only on opponent's turn. Let's see here. Yeah, so activate this. Summon that back. Search, yes, and then we'll get the bird call. The trap would actually be useful here for getting things done. Activate. Let's get the brown one. Add to hand. No, we don't want to summon a Lyrilusk from the grave. Activate. Summon this, and we're just going to get another canary for next turn. There we go. Let's go ahead into Assembled. Big Bird. Let's draw a card. Awesome. Normal summon. Effect Veiler, and yeah, I think this is going to be game, if I'm not mistaken. Because Prom Thrush gonna get a whole lot of attack. Did I have a normal summon this turn? Okay. So we're attacked directly. I think that might be enough. Holy crap, comeback! Another comeback! I was I was prepared to go in the end screen and just be like, well, I lost another one. Well, this deck is better than I thought. Damn. A good set, though. Your deck is good. Mine is just too new and too broken. Like, holy shit. And I could, what's even better, I didn't even get to show it. The girl who searches, I forget her name. Recital Starling. She has an effect that, damage in, let me read it actually. Any battle damage you take from battles involving this Ixie summoned card is also inflicted to the opponent. So another thing you can do is like summon this instead of that. And then just attack for 0 into 3,000. Deal 3,000 to both. And that puts them down to like much easier range for this. There's a lot of neat little tricks you could do with the other Ixies that I didn't get a chance. But yeah, 11 out of 10. I guess this was the same deck. Or yeah, same person, 10 out of 10. Either way, let's really go to the end screen. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, Angry Birds, we went 10 out of 10, perhaps 11 out of 10, if you want to count that last duel. Either way, a very strong deck. The strongest deck I've played on this in a while. And I want to stress again, I went into this trying to make the goofy version of this deck. The one that was just the pure Lyriluscs that also played like the Spirit Monster and the Goofy Clown. And like Torrential I guess Torrential Tribute's pretty good. But like I played the Trap. Imagine what this could do with actual good stuff in it. With actual meta staples and everything. I think we're gonna see some pretty worrying Angry Birds. I'm still kind of wary because stuff like Forbidden Droplet can counter this pretty easily. Stuff like Nibiru, stuff like the Kaijus. There are ways to play around this if it becomes very popular. But it's definitely at least got a chance at meta competitiveness. And you know, that's fine from time to time. It's nice after playing really janky shit to play something really strong. Thanks again to Davon Crushin for suggesting this. I always liked the birds. There's something about swarming with a whole bunch of little birds that just has like a goofy charm to it. Next time, I'm going to be playing plants. There's several plant archetypes. A new one in particular, though. You could guess that down in the comments. And until then, good luck and have fun. Well, bird up, my fellow featherheads. Before you fly away to another video, let's take a moment to thank all the patrons who made this show possible, but especially the high-tier patrons who allow me to soar to new heights. Their names are Davon Crushin, Tiberius Kane Moriarty, Yellow, Yami, Austin Glover, Chris W., Death's Dancer, Mark Jackson, Muntry, CD Games, Chris Kessler, Dancing Joker, Diotic, Matt, Nathan, Nerazard22, Nightfang, Penumbra Eterna, Kirvin, Quintingent, Reaper X 121 Death, Tayo no Kitsune, 329, Trevor F, and Weirdest Hickory. If you'd like to join the Hardleg flock, click the Patreon link on the screen or down in the description. Every little bit helps, and you can earn some cool rewards as well. Hey, today's secret question of the day is, was Lyrilusk too good for this show, or did I just get lucky and play well? Let me know down in the comments, and until next time, stay frosty, Legos.